Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready.
9:55. Three buzz.
Get it.
On the carry, it's Hill. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He's also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
That second down play nets a -4.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Tommy Bohannon. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13.
70, Indy. Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
Extra point by... So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Hill running right. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Tackle made there by Mike Adams, a strong safety.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you hear that term, they just boat race someone? Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Elam now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Petty now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
6 guard, check 6 guard. Wide, get wide.
Switch.
49, check 49, check 49.
Let's go.
Able to fight through one tackle. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Set. 60 yards. Shoot.
Here's Petty. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Let's go, G. Check out. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
We play to win. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Chubb on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Elam now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ready?
On 2nd and 10. Patty. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Elam on here for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Patriots nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Devin Bush in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Taylor. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin Bush able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Bryan Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's going to be a long day. Check 50. Undercut.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles.
Ready. Hey, hold on.
Yeah. You don't want none.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's checking. Crash.
Room here to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nick Chubb, 58 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and they, oh, he's over 200. Point on the game he's having, fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as he'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
Snap.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. White now to return. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Chubb, 32 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run with a fullback, Bohannon. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Fight, 315.
Come on. Come on, D.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Fight, 215.
51, Mike, 51. Rip left, rip left.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elam now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Steelers 63, Patriots nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I got one.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger.